Here at Vanderbilt women's basketball head coach Shea Ralph. Coach, your team returns home for your SEC home opener against number 5 LSU for a top 12 matchup. How are you preparing your team for this weekend?
We prepare the same way we've been preparing for every single game. We're excited to be in our conference play now. We're excited to be at home. Excited to welcome hopefully lots of fans to come see this big matchup. But we're going to be who we are. And that's going to be today, tomorrow, next week, next month. That's not
a blessing or a curse to face a team coming off a buzzer-beating loss, which was its first.
Yeah, I mean, we all go through it, right? And that's the way this conference is. So you're going to be playing teams that are riding high on win streaks, and you're going to be playing teams that are the opposite, or coming off a tough loss. And again, I think you just have to prepare, right? And be prepared for a battle either way. So I don't really worry about it, as it relates to what the other team is doing or what they've gone through. I've got my own team to worry about, but we focus on us all the time. It'll be the same for the state.
They do a couple, speaking of focusing on you, they do a couple of things really well, rebound and fast break. What do you guys do to, I guess, limit that? Because Kentucky did a good job of closing those things.
Yeah, I think it comes down to the physicality of the game. So, rebounding is effort and heart and determination to come up with the ball. We're also a very good fast break team. So I don't worry how we're going to limit it. We're going to be better at it. I mean, that's the idea, right? We're going to play physically, and we're going to do what we have to do to come up with rebounds. We're going to play our game, and at the end of the day, we'll see what happens with that. But in terms of scouting them, we do that. We have schemes and all the things, but at the end of the day, it's I got to make sure that I defend my man. I got to come up with a rebound or box my man out. And on the offensive side of the ball, we've got to take care of the ball and get great shots.
How pleased are you with how you guys finished up non-conference, and then obviously you had the huge win on the road?
Yeah, I'm really happy with the progress of our team. I love coaching them. I love how much better we're getting every time we get out on the floor. There's definitely things that we're going to need to continue to get better at, but that's a good place to be. If we can learn some lessons and be 14-0, that's a good place to be.
Is this one
prepare you to see a prototype with back with the LSU guys? I mean, we've been preparing. So you don't prepare for that in 2 days. You prepare for that in the summer. You prepare for that with all the things that we do every single day, defensively and offensively, to create really good habits. You can't prepare for that in 2 days. So what we've been doing and what we've learned here is, we're going to start in the summer with creating really great habits on both sides of the ball so that we come up against really good players, that those things will stick, and we'll be able to do the things that we talk about every single day, regardless of who we play.
Is this a measuring stick game maybe early in the conference play, just kind of seeing where you guys are at?
I think it can be. I feel like every game is that. So what I preach to our team and what I'll continue to say to them is we're going to prepare for this game like it's a game in the Final Four, right? But that's how we prepared for the first game of the season, and the third and the fifth and the 15th is the same way. So we just have to make sure that that's how we operate, and that is in similar ways creating good habits, so that when you get to those big moments or you're playing a big matchup at home, that you're ready, that you don't have to get ready. We try to stay ready for that. And that is a mindset, and that is a way that you practice, a way that you prepare from the beginning of the season to the end. It doesn't start in conference. It can't start and end in the non-conference. In the conference that we play, we know we're going to be tested, but that preparation started a long time ago.
You mentioned the type of crowd that was probably drawing on. Some of your players for that crowd beyond base now.
There's not a lot. I mean, you can prepare them. I think we have played, maybe not this year. Yet we haven't played in an environment yet. So I don't know that you can prepare. A lot of what they're going to learn is you just got to show up and be ready to play your game no matter what. We do talk about it a lot. That's why we harp on communication. When we play in a sold-out arena, hopefully this will be sold out one day very soon, but that's something that you prepare for in practice, by the way that we communicate, by how we communicate, by what we talk about in our huddles. And basketball is a game where you have a lot of huddles and moments to be able to do that. What they aren't going to be able to hear sometimes is me from the bench, but that's why I've tried to let them play through some things and have some freedom so that they can figure things out on their own, right? Whether there's 50 people in the stands or 20,000. that has to be something that they can do on the court. For the younger players, there's a lot that they don't know yet about playing in college, and that's probably one of them. But I'm excited to see how we are done.
You have yet to beat LSU. The most you've been here, but you came pretty close last year in Baton Rouge. Are there any lessons like learned from that matchup that you're going to carry over this fall?
Yeah, I think there's so many that you could pick. I felt like in big moments in that game, we relaxed. Thought we got tired. Our rotations were slow in moments where they couldn't be, and they capitalized on it defensively. I thought our rotations were slow. And then, obviously, I think rebounding is going to be huge in the league. And so at some point, we have to draw a line in the sand. Like, this is who we're going to be. We're going to meet at every single possession of the game. We're not going to take a breath. We're going to take a step back. We're not going to be slow on our rotations. You're not going to beat us off this, and this, right? And then we're going to get every rebound that we need to get to win the game. And usually in some of the closer losses that we've had recently, that's been the case. Is like we had a couple of lapses, whether it was not taking care of the ball and getting a shot, or defensive laps where we gave up an open shot, the other can capitalize on it. And that happened there.
With her rebounding, just the similar IR they tried out with the defense conference, how important should it be at the game on Sunday and yet?
It's hugely important. And they know that. Our post players understand that. But I think even more important is our big guards. We have to have our big guards rebound the ball. And it's okay if they don't get 10 rebounds, but their man can't get 10. Right? They can't give up rebounds. So I believe that our bigs, our post players, will rebound the ball. Well, I think we're going to go do that. But I need my guards to have that same energy. And those are things that we've been talking about lately.
Was there any advantage of having Aaliyah Del Rosario transfer from LSU and maybe more familiar with their system?
Yeah, I mean, there's an advantage happening here because she's just a great kid. And we haven't even scratched the surface yet with what she's going to be able to do. But as it relates to her knowing what they do, we don't really lean on that as much. I want her to play freely and to be herself and to focus on us. So there's some joy in some of the things that she'll share, but it doesn't really affect how we scout them.
Said after the win in Arkansas, and I think the quote was something like Caleb Blake's just doing Caleb Blake's thing. When you know that she's the focal point every game for the opposition and she's still able to do what she's able to do, and you guys scheme her to do what she's able to do, how impressive is that?
Yeah. You should have that. I mean, you guys get to witness it. I mean, I'd love for other people to share how impressive they think it is. Because I think mainly for me, because I played at a high level, when I watch her, I think I do have a different kind of appreciation for what she's doing, especially now. Because people are ready for her. And I know how hard that is to do. But what I love from Michaela is that we have a team full of kids that can step up and help her. Right, that are able to do things that they do really, really well, and they understand what those things are, and they do them. And so Michaela can be on the ball, she can be off the ball, she can be on the best player defensively, she can be off the best player defensively, and we don't miss a beat. And that's how she's going to continue to get better. She's also going to continue to get better by figuring out, hey, I know I'm going to be guarded this way, and I'm still going to perform. You can't guard me. And when we recruited her, we told her, and we tell every really good player that comes here, my whole team, you'll become unguardable if you let us coach you. You'll become unguardable, and she's pretty close.
One more question for me, at least, about the crowd. Obviously, you want every game to be a sellout, like you alluded to.
Yeah.
Is this one of those games, though, that needs to be packed? When LSU comes to town, Vandy fans in the street?
Yes. When any SEC opponent comes to town, Vandy fans need to show up. Show up for this team. We're ready for it, but we need your support. That would be a great six-man cap, would be a full arena. Memorial Magic, I'd love to feel some of that this weekend.